Alright, you guys, before we are going to learn our part vocabulary, let me tell you about the story. But before that, let's read the question together. Okay, 1, 2, 3, read together. Okay. The story is there was a guy who was dreaming about something on the street. And after he suddenly get into sleep, he was dreaming himself being on a spaceship and flying over the space. Let's answer our question. The first one. What are the characteristics of Mars? Dry. What more? Dirty. No water. Okay. And the next one. Do you think humans can live on this planet?
Not yet.
Not yet, right? But in future, do you think? Okay. Today we are going to learn about science and technology in under topic solar system. Okay, the first part is vocabulary. Okay, let's see the first vocabulary. Okay, the first one. Let's listen together.
Atmosphere.
The second time.
Atmosphere.
Say it together. Atmosphere. Atmosphere is the mixture of gases that surround some planets, such as the Earth. The example. Mars' atmosphere is thinner than Earth and is deadly to humans. Thinner, what is thinner? And last sentence. Yes. What vocabulary do we learn today? Atmosphere and. Okay, good job.
Okay, right, this part you have to learn about the grammar. So this is the future simple tense. Everyone repeat after me. Do you know the future? Future does mean we will educate about the future thing that you want to do in the future. Do you see this timeline? Okay, this is the past, it's yesterday. And this present now, it's today. And this is the tomorrow. How to use this future simple tense you will use when you talk about story when you want to do in the future. Yes, okay. We don't do now, we do tomorrow or next year, tomorrow. So this is the structure. We start with the subject, plus will, plus verb, infinitive, plus object. What is the verb infinitive? Anyone can tell me? It's a base form, right? Okay, so good job. This is the example from the story that we will learn in the next part. Okay, will people travel to Mars on vacation? You start with the word will and then subject, travel to Mars on vacation. So, anyone can tell me which one is the word infinitive? Travel. No. And next one. Which one is subject? Okay. Now everyone has to make a sentence by using this structure. Oh my god. Okay, thank you. Okay, next side. Everyone has to come next side. How about you? If you swim in the pool, okay. How about this one?
I will eat the Mars next week.
Okay, good job.
Before you do the activity, I have a strategy for you. It is called the bottom up. It can help you to recognize sounds, words, clause, and sentences. You focus on key linguistic features. When you listen, I want you to focus on sounds, the smallest unit. Okay? When you combine sound, you will get words or syllables. When you get words, right, and combine words together, you will get sentences. Okay? The bottom up, you listen from the smallest unit and then bigger and bigger. Alright, so now it's time for the activity, which is listen and be short. And before you do this activity, I audio for you. And then after you listen, you need to find the wrong words. And you need to underline it like this. And then you need to edit or change the word into the correct one. Okay, first of all, I want you to get into group of 3. Alright, now everyone, now you get into group, right? So I will give you worksheet. Okay, pick one and send that. One sheet for one group, okay? Alright, everyone, let's start with the first part of the activity. Okay, listen, the first time.
Will people travel to Mars on vacation? According to Richard Branson, space travel might become common by the end of this century. Branson founded the Virgin Galactic Space Program to take people into space. You can make a reservation today for a future trip.
Okay, underline the wrong word and then change the word into the correct one. You can raise your hand if you want to listen again. Okay.
According to Richard Branson, space travel might become common by the end of this century.
You want to see the answer right now? Alright, good. From this slide, what is the wrong word? What is the wrong word? Location and decision, right? Okay. Okay, so you said location and decision is the wrong word, right? And what is the correct one? Vacation. Alright, very good. And for this one, what is it? Restoration. Alright, very nice. Alright, so this is section 3 passage. Okay, so this passage is called Going to Mars. Everyone repeat after me. Going to Mars. Going to Mars. Alright, very nice. So first of all, I will turn on the audio for you, the whole story, for one time. Okay, everyone, but first of all, before you listen to the audio, I will give you handouts. Okay? Pick one and sit back.
Going to Mars. Will people travel to Mars on vacation? According to Richard Branson, space travel might become common by the end of this century.
Alright, everyone, now you have listened to the whole audio one time, right? So after that, I will play the audio sentence by sentence. And I want you to repeat after the audio ends, right? Okay, the first one.
Will people travel to Mars on vacation? According to Richard Branson, space travel might become common by the end of this century.
Alright, so there's a question. Will people travel to Mars on vacation? And how about Richard Branson? What do you think about this question? It might be common. Alright, so space travel might become common, right? So it means it is in our daily life. It is common. It is not unusual.
It's like
Again?
I mean, it's just like going to like take a flight or something.
Yeah. Space travel is like a take a flight, we take a flight or something by the end of this century. But it is just his opinion. We don't know it is true or not. The next one.
The most frequent question is, are there or were there ever the right conditions for life on Mars? Water is important because where there is water on Earth, there is life.
Okay, 1, 2, go. Alright, so after I said before, there's many questions to answer to live on Mars, right? What is that frequent question? Alright, very nice. What is the right conditions? The condition that means I can live on Mars. Water, right? So it said water is important. It implies that the right conditions mean water. Because where there is water, there is life.
Okay, guys. So first, this one is speaking strategy, and that strategy is filler words. Filler words are words or phrases or sound that some native or some foreign they use it to make it more natural. Let's take a look at an example. The first one is right, okay, well. So you use it because you want to make your speaking more naturally. Let's see the example.
Like hardcore?
Is it reinventing the way you use your voice?
I guess it was just kind of like, yeah, maybe push me in the best way.
So this is the example, but I do not recommend you to use filler words all the time. I just want you to use when you doesn't think about your dialogue. But before we're going to play the activity, let's see the direction. The first one, get into group 3. The second one, discuss the problem. Third one, find a solution by brainstorming with your group. Fourth one, prepare your presentation. And last one, present your solutions in front of class. Okay, so if you're ready, get in group of 3. Our problem is Mars is a dry and rusty planet. Its temperature is much colder than Earth at an average of -60 degrees Celsius. Mars' atmosphere is thinner than Earth and is living to humans. And will humans be able to live on this planet? Please explain. And the guideline, this is the guideline. After you search it up for this is your problem, I want you to speak or present it in front of class by using this guideline. Okay, are you ready? Are you ready to listen to your work? Okay, let's start. 1, 2, 3.
After researching and discussing in our group, we think that humans cannot be able to live on Mars because of the toxic and inner atmosphere on Mars that can put us living there is on risk.
Louder, please. Louder.
Gravity is less than gravity. Less than but I think in the future we will find and we can something.
Okay. Thank you. Your friend said it's a toxic atmosphere, right?
Okay, guys. First, you know about the strategies, reading strategy, getting the idea quickly. First, do you know about the skimming? You want to read skimming? Skimming. Okay, skimming is the strategy that you read about the main idea. And let's see how to know it. Okay, first, read the title. What is the title of this passage?
Going to Mars.
Okay, great job. And then, read the instruction of the first paragraph. It's the important thing that we have to looking for it. So, we will read the first sentence of every paragraph like this. So next, we have to read the summary at the last paragraph. We will solve it together.
New technologies will enable us to explore in new ways and
This is the scanning. Scanning is the strategy that provides some specific information, like such as the figure of the name, dates, or place, or the temperature, like that. So let's see how to scan it. First, save the information that you are looking for, and the next, use the heading to identify the section of the passage. And then you read skip through the section to find the keyword. Then find the answer. And then we will skip to the next part, reading activity. Let's see how you play this game. First, get into group of 3. Okay, get into group of 3. And next, you have to read the question on the screen. Then you have to scan a bite on your chart, answer chart, and I will speed up you. And then you have to discuss our answer in your group. Why you should this answer? You have to discuss in your group. Then choose the final answer of the group. Let's get into the group. Group of 3. Group of 3. Okay, according to the question, few people travel to Taiwan. Why the answer and let's discuss in the group.
So before you do this activity, I have a strategy for you. This strategy is called mind map. Mind map is one of the diagrams. So it helps you to represent the information using words, image, or you can use colors as well. You can use the mind map to brainstorm your idea. Okay, so let's see how to create mind map. Alright, so you need to set the topic at the center of the paper, alright? And then you need to add branches, like the line, add branches of the topic and add the ideas that related to the topic. After that, the last one, we need to add some branches for the detail. Let's see the example. Here's the topic, alright? If you want to add the idea about this topic, for example, habitat, and the water. And what is the detail about water? To drink, to drink, and to plant trees, which is very important, right? So this is the example of mind map. The next one is the example of the paragraph. Alright. So after you write mind map, okay, and then you need to add the idea. For example, this one, habitat. As you can see on my hand. Okay, habitat. First, we need habitat for humans and animals. And after that, you need to add more details. You can start with, for example, we must build habitats on Mars to settle down. So now it's time for you to do the activity, which is opinion writing. So the first thing you need to do, you can find information about how can human beings live on Mars. You can use your cell phone, right, to find information. And then you need to brainstorm ideas by making a mind map. And then you need to write your opinion about the topic. Okay? I have guidelines for you. You can use these sentence starters and introducing details. Before you start the sentence, you can use, in my opinion, I think that it seems to me that. Okay? And for introducing details, you can use, for example, in fact, like this. Okay? Okay, so here's the topic, and I will give you a sheet of paper. So pick one and send that. Okay, so let's see. How can human beings live on Mars? Human, what? Actually, you need to add an S. Alright? Human wants oxygen, water, food, and house. Oxygen, water, food,